If you'd like to see more content, please like and subscribe to this video and channel. Please comment as well and share the content in order to be able to reach larger audiences.
Sort of like super far away from everything, so I'm...
Yeah, I've actually got, you can see the texture of, very fine texture in the hammerhead in this shot. I don't get the Mercury logo though, that's a bummer.
I think the only downside I have is that it's like... There we go, fly-through mode, that's what I'm talking about.
Fly-through mode? Oh, you mean the camera? Yeah, I don't know what that means.
It's free cam instead of having the orbit.
Would that make it easier or harder to shoot fighter?
I'm not sure. I mean, if you look, it's like, it's just, you know how in the orbit, you know, you sort of, you can't get as close. Like with this, I could technically fly my camera through the flight pod.
Oh, okay, that sounds fun.
It looks more than a little jank, but...
That's the way they shot the show, like documentary, right?
Yeah. It's also just like a little bit janky, just because of the way the camera is. You can't control the camera speed too well.
Yeah, I find it very difficult to shoot fighters. All the fighters
Yeah, here.
I'm watching the front end of this Mercury, and he's just hauling ass and shooting and stuff, and dominating the whole screen. I love shooting in photo mode for some reason. It's really great.
Yeah, no, I like this free cam. Oh, what great. Unfortunately, it looks like if you end the autoplane in free cam, you can't move your mouse because it's stuck in partial free cam.
That's not a problem.
So now I have the menu, like the UI up, but I can't hit the C or view repo. Here we go. Yeah, manager. And then if you proceed, there we go. What I've learned is that my biggest mistake is I'm gonna have to open this. Just close it, open the game.
Oh yeah, that I do that regularly. Using Windows 11 or Windows 10?
11.
This game is never tested on Windows 11. You gotta be careful. Some updates mess with this game. Be careful with your video drivers. Get them from make sure they're very stable before you use them. Because most of my problems with this game came from bad video drivers from NVIDIA. It's one of the reasons I don't trust them about the AI thing, because how can they get that right if they can't get their core product, the video driver, correct? But whatever.
I'm thinking if I swap out that.
What kind of fighters do you like to scout in your
Mark 7s.
Yeah, that's good. The Valkyrie also accommodates them. They're one of the points.
Yeah, my Valkyries had the type ones.
Yeah. Taipans don't do well every year. They're fun to watch.
Just had a thought. So if I swap out.
Settings. Rotation mode. Is orbit or what?
Free cam. Fly through. Yeah, sorry. Fly through is a free cam. It just lets you fight with the camera. WASD.
That's kind of cool. What is disabled edge scroll mean?
The only reason I knew free cam is because I was just messing around with the camera after you mentioned it.
Alright. See if I can get the right shots with my yes. Right. Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to get, like that cool shot where it's like right up against the edge of the Viper, but you might be able to like zoom out and watch the full battles.
Yeah, let's try this. They're on the fence right here. Yeah, I'm tracking them good here. Fly through is the way to go here. Stop here. That way I'm gonna try and range. If I get behind the Vipers. Yeah. That. That. Yeah, fly through is the way to go to get good Viper shots.
Awesome. I'm glad I was able to help you with that.
Thank you. Oh, I mean, I've got full screen view of these Vipers. I mean, not doing anything, they're just defending a ship, but they're harder to track in battle. But yeah, that's helpful. Thank you. All right, I'm going to stop there. We can stop it. Hit the proceed button and make the recording happen. Stop. All right, learn. It's kind of cool when Cylons and the Colonials team up to fight the Cylons. I must forage for something to eat. One of the problems I've got with my wife 6,000 miles away is I gotta cook for myself. And I've got a very good diet that could make you millions of dollars. You'll lose weight because you have to eat my cooking.
I'm lucky that I'm actually I really enjoy cooking.
I do too, honestly. I don't have time.
For me, it's one of those things that's so, for me, personally, I enjoy it so much that it's worth taking it, you know?
Yeah. I work for a large insurance company. My servers and production are responsible for $120 billion in annual revenue. And it's a fun job, but it's also a high-pressure job, and they're always pushing for more work and more work and more work, and we're understaffed.
Wait, is there a view of a Viper inside of a landing pod?
I don't recall ever seeing that, but it is possible that he could get stuck there.
Well, it looks pretty cool.
Well, I mean, yeah. The algorithm that shoots the autocam footage looks for where things are happening, where hull points are being hammered. So it gets lots of interesting shots of Vipers. Occasionally, it'll do a landing bay shot. I just saw a landing bay shot, but in the landing bay was a Raptor.
The music for this is so good.
Yep. Oh, we did a nice job in this fighter war. We performed excellently here.
I'm watching them duke it out. It's great.
Yeah, but the way we maneuvered them, pulling them back, and fighting within range of your point defense cannons really helped wipe out their squadrons quickly.
I'm glad I was able to be some help at least.
Well, I killed 6 ships. That means you probably got 5 or 6 total kills yourself, right?
Yep.
So we spread out. We spread the fun.
So this game is so pretty.
Yeah, they did a fabulous job on this with only 6 people. That's not food. I have to make some eggs or something.
After a few months of setting aside a few dollars for each check, I saved up enough to get myself a really nice cut of beef. it's really expensive around here. And so
Everything's expensive in the United States here. The
yeah.
price of eggs is outrageous. I haven't bought eggs since Biden was president.
Yeah, no, there's a place in this shop I went to for a while before I moved but I used to in Idaho and went to Winco.
Idaho. I've been to Idaho once.
Yeah,
I've actually
yeah,
set
Winco.
foot in all 50 states away
That's
from the
awesome.
airports. Yeah, I didn't think about it till it was in my late 40s, and I was traveling around with my kids. Almost every summer they would come and see me for some reason for a couple of weeks, and I took time off work, and I realized at some point that I had 45 states, so I figured out which ones I didn't have. I went to Alaska for vacation, I went to Hawaii for vacation, and then in 2013 or 2012, I don't remember when it exactly was. I think maybe it was 2014, but I got down to Arkansas and Oklahoma, and I went from Seattle to a job in Michigan, and I went south to spend a night in Tulsa. And the next day I drove through Arkansas. Arkansas is a decidedly boring state. Sorry if I offended you Arkansanians, but I don't like it.
No, there's not much there.
Where's Walmart?
The only thing we'll ever need.